Most men think they understand their own behavior, but psychology says otherwise. There's a reason some people can influence male behavior without force, manipulation, or even trying. And once you understand the psychology behind it, you start noticing these patterns everywhere. But there's one psychological trigger that changes everything. A trigger that can quietly shape attention, attachment, and emotional behavior. And near the end of this video, I'll reveal the mistake that silently destroys connections without people even realizing it. In the next few minutes, you'll understand the hidden framework behind male psychology. The thing that quietly shapes attraction, emotional attachment, and human behavior. Look, society teaches men to appear strong. Don't show emotion, never look weak, always stay tough. But reality is very different. Every human being has emotional needs. The only difference is, most men are taught to hide those emotions instead of expressing them. And that's why people misunderstand male psychology. They think power comes from dominance, when real influence actually comes from understanding the mind. And this is important to understand. Men react to emotions far more than people realize. Every man secretly wants to feel respected and important. It doesn't matter if he looks confident, successful, or emotionally detached. Deep inside, validation still affects him. And when someone genuinely makes him feel valued, his behavior naturally starts changing, because the human brain works on emotional rewards. And for many men, respect becomes one of the strongest emotional rewards of all. Have you ever noticed how someone acts completely different around one specific person? More attentive, more calm, more emotionally available. Why? Because they feel understood. And when a person feels understood, attachment begins naturally. Sometimes, even a single notification from one person can completely change someone's mood. Not because of the message itself, but because of the emotional meaning attached to it. But this is only the beginning, because the real psychological game is hidden inside attention. The human brain treats attention like an emotional reward. When attention feels consistent, the brain feels safe. But when attention becomes unpredictable, sometimes intense, sometimes distant, the brain becomes emotionally alert. And emotional uncertainty can slowly create obsession. That's why some people struggle to move on. They aren't always chasing the person, they're chasing the emotional pattern attached to them. Social media uses the exact same psychology. Random notifications, unexpected rewards, constant checking. The brain becomes addicted to uncertainty, and relationships can trigger the same emotional cycle. Sometimes one person's attention becomes the highlight of someone's entire day, and that's when emotional dependency quietly begins. Up until now, this was just psychology. But there's one dangerous mistake that turns connection into toxicity. Most people think mind control means manipulation. But real influence doesn't come from manipulation. Manipulation only creates short-term control. Real influence comes from emotional understanding. Not controlling people, but understanding what drives them. When someone feels heard, when they feel emotionally safe without fear of judgment, that's when the deepest connections are formed. Fear creates temporary obedience. Emotion creates long-term impact. And the people who deeply understand emotions eventually become better at predicting behavior and reactions. The truth is, people don't truly want control. They want connection. Behind every strong-looking person, there are insecurities. Behind every confident face, there's fear. And behind every emotionally distant person, there's usually an unspoken need for attention, understanding, and emotional safety. Sometimes people don't miss the person, they miss how that person made them feel. But most people only judge behavior. Very few try to understand the emotion hiding behind it. And the moment you start seeing the hidden emotions behind people's actions, you begin understanding human psychology on a completely different level. So the real meaning of male mind control isn't manipulation. It's understanding psychology. Validation, attention, emotional patterns. These are the invisible forces that shape human behavior every single day. And once you understand those patterns, predicting reactions becomes much easier. People don't fall for control, they fall for understanding. If you enjoy deep psychological breakdowns like this, subscribe now.